A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, and welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
And we're starting our story article today. It's Stone Soup. And this is a traditional folk tale. There are lots of different ways of telling this story. I've heard 2 or 3 different ones. But the lesson, the main thing that happens is the same. But before we get into it, let's look at our warm-up question. Do you ever need to ask strangers for help? And why?
Okay, I don't do that very often, but if I need to ask strangers for help, that might be because I'm lost. I don't know where to go or which way is the right way to go.
Yeah, it's more like these days when I'm on vacation, I might need to ask somebody, where is this? Is this the right way for this? In Taipei, not so much anymore. I pretty much know where to go or how to do stuff. But yeah, if I'm abroad, I might need to ask for not just directions, but for how things work. How do you do this? Maybe how do you buy a ticket in the MRT or stuff like that? So that's what it would be for me. So this story is all about some strangers coming into a small village and asking for help. Let's read through day 1.
Stone Soup, a traditional folk tale. Warm-up question. Do you ever need to ask strangers for help? Why?
One evening, 3 travelers arrived at the edge of a village. They were tired and hungry, and their feet hurt.
Let's stop here and ask for help,
said one traveler.
Good idea,
said the other 2. The villagers weren't rich and only had a little food. They looked through their windows and saw the 3 travelers.
Oh no,
they said to each other.
Hungry travelers. They'll want us to feed them. We should hide our food from them.
The travelers came to the first house and knocked on the door.
Good day,
one traveler said.
Would you please kindly share a little of your food with us?
So our story begins. One evening, 3 travelers arrive at the edge of a village.
我们这边看到 traveler 这个字代表的是旅行者、旅客，因为我们知道呢 travel T-R-A-V-E-L 指的是旅行，加上字尾的 er 就变成 traveler 旅行者。
Yeah, a person who travels, somebody who's gone to another place. They're not from this area, they're passing through, or they've come to stay. Many travelers in this part of the country like to camp outside because the weather is often nice. And they arrive at the edge of a village.
Edge 这个字什么意思呢？ Let's find out. Edge 这个名词呢，代表边或边缘。那课文里面说到的 at the edge of a village 代表的是在村庄的边缘。那我们还可以在什么东西的边缘呢？像是坐在床的边缘，我们可以说 sit at the edge of the bed， 或者是走到悬崖的边缘，我们可以说 walk to the edge of the cliff。还有啊，像是如果你看电影的时候觉得很紧张、很刺激，你可以说on the edge of my seat， 也就是放到这样的句子里面去。The movie kept me on the edge of my seat。 这部电影让我觉得很紧张刺激。那单字例句给的是呢 There is a nice house on the edge of the lake， 代表在湖边有一间不错的房屋。
We could also say things like, don't put that cup close to the edge of the table, it'll fall off and break. Or The old man lives at the edge of town, not in the middle, but the outside parts. So these travelers arrive, and we see they were tired and hungry, and their feet hurt.
旅人们抵达之后啊 ，they were tired. Tired 这个字相信大家都很熟悉，不过呢，怎么样去用它？我们看一下咯。Tired 这个形容词啊，代表感到疲惫的。那你要问人家说你累吗？你疲惫吗 ？Are you tired？ 或者是 Do you feel tired？ 那你可以回答说啊，我因为做某事而疲累，像是 I'm tired from doing something. For example, I'm tired from studying English all day. 我因为一天都在读英文而觉得疲累。那再来还有另外一个用法是厌倦做某事 I'm tired of doing something. 像是呢 I'm tired of doing house chores 代表啊我厌倦做家事。那单字例句给的是呢 Christy felt tired after work. So she went to bed when she got home. Christy 下班之后觉得很累，所以她一到家就去睡了。
So Elsie, when do you usually feel tired?
After work, I feel tired.
Okay, so
And you?
not so much in the morning, it's more in the evening?
Right.
Okay. I tend to feel tired late morning.
Late morning.
What do you do when you are tired?
When I'm tired, I would just lay on the couch and take a little nap.
Sounds nice. Coffee, and more coffee.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, well, back to the story. Let's stop here and ask for help, said one traveler.
这里看到 let's 加原形动词的用法是让我们一起做某事吧，像是 let's go shopping after work， 我们下班之后一起去购物吧 ，let's have dinner together， 我们一起吃晚餐吧。那如果是否定的话，我们加上 not 就可以了 ，let's not 后面接原形动词。那我们先进到 Magic Box 听讲师讲解咯。
Magic Box.
Hola, soy Dora. 大家好，我就是爱冒险的朵拉。今天呢，我们要去海里拜访人鱼公主，还是要到神秘的热带雨林里探索古文明呢？不论是要去哪里，准备好跟我和小猴子扑哧一起冒险吧 ！Let's go on an adventure。英文里面要说一起来吧，一起做什么事情吧，我们呢可以使用实义动词 let。OK， 实义动词呢就用在表示让人做什么事情，请别人做什么事情，或者是呢要求别人做什么事情。它的用法非常特殊，我们一般知道呢，在一个句子里面只能有一个动词，但是呢，在使用实义动词后面，我们可以加上原形动词哦。句型呢，我们就是实义动词加上受词，再加上原形动词。比方说之前很红的那首 Let It Go，OK， 他让他去吧，让我们就使用的 let 这个实义动词，后面加上 it 受词，再加上原形动词 go， 让他去 Let It Go， 这就是使义动词的用法。知道了使义动词的用法，今天的主题邀请别人一起，我们用 let 来造句，要怎么造呢？我们呢就可以用 let 开头加上受词我们 us， 后面呢再加上原形动词，就表示呢让我们一起来做这件事情吧。我们比较常见的是 let us 的缩写 that's let 一撇 s。That's OK。比方说呢，像我跟小猴子扑哧看到好多好吃的水果，有香蕉，有芭乐，有火龙果，我们一起来大快朵颐吧。That's it. That's it. OK， 邀请小猴子扑哧，我们一起来吃水果吧。OK， 我们就说 That's it。或者是呢，我们开头说的 Let's go on an adventure， 我们一起去冒险吧。Let's go on an adventure。所以呢，现在轮到你来造句咯。前面呢，我们看到了一台独角兽拉的马车 carriage， 马车 carriage， 我们呢一起搭上马车吧。搭上马车，英文说 get in the carriage。如果呢，我们要用 let 来邀请我跟你一起上车，你该怎么造句呢？没有错。Let us get in the carriage， 或者是呢 Let's get in the carriage。 你做得很好哦，要邀请别人，让我们一起，记得就是 Let us， 或者是缩写 That， 再加上原形动词。今天的文法你也记起来了吗？
回到课文来呢，这里总共有3位旅人。第一位我们用 one 来带出，第二位呢我们可以用 another， 第三位就是 the other。所以啊，就像是如果你有一个铅笔盒，里面有3支笔，一支红笔，一支蓝笔，一支黑笔，你可以说 There are 3 pens in my pencil case. One is red, another is blue, and the other is black.
Yeah, or there are 2 books. One is red, the other is black. Or there are many books. One is red, another is black, the others are green. Or just others are green, which would mean there are even more colors too. So one traveler says, let's stop here, let's ask for help. Good idea, said the other 2.
OK， 前面呢是有一位旅人说 Let's stop here and ask for help. 我们停下来请别人帮忙吧。那这边有 the other 2， 也就是 the other 2 travelers。其他2位旅人说 Good idea， 好点子。
The article carries on. The villagers weren't rich and only had a little food.
Villager 代表是村民，那字尾的 r 你拿掉，会看到 village 也是村庄。
Yeah, traveler is someone who travels. Villager, someone who lives in a village. We might say, these villagers use elephants for farming, maybe in India or Thailand. But what we do know about these villagers is they are not rich.
They are not rich. 我们用到 rich 这个形容词，什么意思呢？ Let's take a look. Rich 这个形容词呢，代表有钱的、富有的。那变得富有，我们可以用 get or become rich. 那再来还有一个可以代表富有的形容词是 wealthy, W-E-A-L-T-H-Y, wealthy. 那相反字我们可以用 poor, 穷困的 P-O-O-R. 所以呢，当我们听到 the poor 指的就是 poor people, 比较贫穷的人。The rich 那就是 rich people, 富有的人。那当我们看到呢 something is rich in something else 代表的是富含某物，像是呢 fruits are rich in vitamin C 代表呢水果都是富含维他命 C 的。那单字例句给的是 Sam became rich after he sold his store to a big company. Sam 将他的店卖给一家大公司之后变得很富有。
We could also say the rich man has 3 houses in different parts of the country. We also saw the villagers only had a little food. Does that mean they just had small things?
No, a little 这边代表的是一些，但是不多 ，not much.
I see.
那后面呢要加的是不可数名词哦，像是呢 I only have a little money left， 我只剩下一点钱，一些钱。
Right, so like we only have a little more work to do, not much. There's only a little milk left in the fridge, a small amount. Gotcha. Okay, the story continues. They looked through their windows and saw the 3 travelers.
村民们往窗外一看，看到了3个旅人，就是他们出现了。
And then we see, oh no, they said to each other.
Each other 代表彼此双方。So can we also say one another?
Yeah, some places you might look at online say you use each other for 2 and one another for more than 2, but other places you'll read say, no, they mean the same thing.
So both are okay.
Yeah, both are okay. We could say the 2 kids played with each other or the 2 kids played with one another. Both are fine. So this isn't the only thing that the villagers say. The article goes on, hungry travelers, they'll want us to feed them.
Feed 这个动词什么意思呢？ Let's find out. Feed 这个动词呢，代表喂养或是为点点点提供食物。那它的3态变化要特别注意哦，是 feed, fed, fed. 那我们可以喂养一个人或是一只动物 feed a person or an animal. For example, I always forget to feed my cat. No wonder he keeps meowing. 我总是忘记喂我的猫，难怪它一直喵喵叫。那再来，我们还可以说 feed food to a person or an animal. 像是呢 the kids are feeding bread to the pigeons 代表孩子们正在喂鸽子吃面包。那单字例句给的是Can you feed my cat when I go on my vacation next week? I don't want him to be hungry. 你可以在我下周去度假的时候帮我喂猫吗？我不想要它肚子饿。
Other examples are things like we feed our 2 cats twice a day or babies can't feed themselves. So the villagers are worried. They think, oh, we've not got much food. but the travelers are going to ask for food, so they say, we should hide our food from them.
To hide something from somebody, 那就是把某物藏起来，不让别人知道。
Yeah, let's pretend we have no food. So the story continues. The travelers came to the first house and knocked on the door.
旅人们来到第一间房子，敲敲门。
Good day, one traveler said. Would you please kindly share a little of your food with us?
一位旅人就说啦：“你好，可以请你分一点食物给我们吃吗？” Is the villager going to share the food with the travelers?
It doesn't sound like it, does it? Because he's like, quick, everybody, hide the food. Put those McDonald's burgers under the chair. Paint the fridge so it looks like a cupboard. That kind of stuff. We'll see if the travelers get any food tomorrow, but right now, let's go to our review time activity.
Review time.
So, one of our word power words today was the verb feed. Okay, and feed is an irregular verb. That means we don't just put ed on the end to make feeded when we use it in the past tense or as a PP. It's got those different forms. Unfortunately, when you're learning English, the only thing you can do is just learn all of these. There's no real easy trick. However, there are certain patterns in how some irregular verbs work, and you kind of get familiar with them. But basically, you just have to practice, practice, and practice.
没错，所以呢，动词分两大类，有规则变化跟不规则变化。今天我们看到的 feed, fed,它就是一个不规则变化的动词。
Exactly. So let's take a look at a few different irregular verbs with different patterns for their past tense and PP, and check out some of the different ways they change. Okay, so let's start off with fly.
Fly, okay, it's three different forms.
Completely different forms.
Right, fly, flew, flown.
Yep, I fly there today, I flew there yesterday, I have flown there many times.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to give me one to challenge me?
What about write?
Right, okay. Write, wrote, written. So again, three different forms. And it's kind of similar to ride, rode, ridden. If you're talking about like riding a bike or something.
Or drink, drank, drunk?
Yeah, they have this three forms. What about one that's not got quite so many? How about put?
Oh, put, 放置，它是三态同形，所以是 put, put, put. Just like cut, 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 let,
Yep.
let, let.
Right. And some verbs actually go back to the original form for their third one. Run, ran, run. So it goes back.
Come, came, come.
Become, became, become.
Yes.
So you really, and sometimes it just gets confusing. There aren't exactly rules for this. You just have to remember each one as you go along. Sing, sang, sung. Eat, ate, eaten. Drive, drove, driven.
Right.
Just kind of repeat them, repeat them, repeat them until they stick in your head. Okay? But that's all the time we've got for today. Join us again tomorrow for part 2 of our story, and we'll find out what happens to these travelers. Are they going to get food from the villagers? Will the villagers get to keep their food for themselves? Join us tomorrow. Bye for now.
Back.
Stone soup, a traditional folk tale. Warm-up question. Do you ever need to ask strangers for help? Why?
One evening, 3 travelers arrived at the edge of a village. They were tired and hungry, and their feet hurt.
Let's stop here and ask for help,
said one traveler.
Good idea,
said the other 2. The villagers weren't rich and only had a little food. They looked through their windows and saw the 3 travelers.
Oh no!
They said to each other.
Hungry travelers! They'll want us to feed them. We should hide our food from them.
The travelers came to the first house and knocked on the door.
Good day.
One traveler said,
Would you please kindly share a little of your food with us?
Word power. Edge. Edge. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. There is a nice house on the edge of the lake. Tired. Tired. Christy felt tired after work, so she went to bed when she got home. Christy felt tired after work, so she went to bed when she got home. Rich. Rich. Sam became rich after he sold his store to a big company. Sam became rich after he sold his store to a big company. Feed. Feed. Feed, fed, fed. Can you feed my cat when I go on my vacation next week? I don't want him to be hungry. Can you feed my cat when I go on vacation next week? I don't want him to be hungry.
认识字汇
Traveler. Traveler. Villager. Villager.